Welcome to the Kettleland Sports Zone. I'm Travis Fawcett alongside Bailey Millen.
Tonight we'll spotlight 11 games, including a trio of top 5 matchups, and we begin at Howard Wood Field.
Washington attempted to end a 2-game skid against Mitchell. After fumbling on their opening possession, the Warriors marched down the field on their second try as Jaden Johansson goes 21 yards. That led to a 1-yard TD run by Tupac Capea, 7-0 Warriors. Possession later on 4th and 7, Washington goes to the air. Johansson floats a 13-yard touchdown pass to Jet Anderson. Add the PAT and it's 14-zip. Second quarter, after scoring his school record 50th career touchdown, Capea tallies number 51. Tupac sheds a would-be tackler and motors 60 yards for the touchdown. He had 178 yards and 4 TDs on the game. It's 28-0. Minutes later, Mitchell gets on the board. Drew Kitchens follows his blockers 4 yards for the touchdown. 28-6 Warriors at halftime. Washington bounces back in a big way, beating the Colonels 49-12. Across the state, Rapid City Central met third-ranked Brandon Valley. Late in the first half, Lynx by 19. The Cobblers forced to punt. The ball mishandled by Brandon Valley and picked up by Nate Bledsoe, who returns it inside the 30 for the Cobblers, where Rapid City Central takes over 1st and 10. On the ensuing possession, though, Rapid City Central goes to the air. Cole Meisman has his pass deflected and intercepted by Caden Johnson. Lynx by 19 at the break. Brandon Valley runs past Rapid City Central 47-7.
After winning at Mitchell, Yankton hosted 11 AAA number 1 Roosevelt. Late first quarter, Roosevelt's Aaron Kusler keeps it himself and dives in for 6. The Rough Riders are on the board first after the 7-yard run, leading 6-0. Second quarter, Brady Dannenbrink drops back, looks for an open man, and throws it up to Caden Johnson at the Roosevelt 46-yard line. Johnson outraces the defense and takes it all the way for the score. The Rough Riders extend the lead to 10. It's 13-3. Yankton, though, answers back at the end of the half. Ethan Wishon hits Cade Koletsky down the sideline, and it's Koletsky winning the foot race this time. 89-yard pass for the score, and the Bucks take a 2-point lead into the half. Ahead to the fourth quarter, Wishon has to scramble out of trouble, and he eventually throws back across his body to Rex Reichen in the end zone. Yankton, though, trails by 6 at that point, but Roosevelt hangs on for the win 35-22. Yankton's Wishon threw for 451 yards in the losing effort. A Sioux Falls showdown pitting Lincoln against second-ranked OGorman. First possession for the Knights, quarterback Zach Norton keeps it himself and finds a hole at the 5-yard line. He gets OGorman on the board first. It's 6-0. Later in the first quarter, it's 2nd and 14 for Norton and company. The junior airs it out to Connor Pavelko over the middle, and he's in easy. OGorman leads by 12 heading into the second quarter. The Patriots force OGorman to punt, but the ball bounces off of Dewan Nassime, and the Knights recover. Then a few plays later, OGorman capitalizes. Tate Wishart gets the handoff, and he rumbles his way in for the 15-yard touchdown run. OGorman led 19-zip at that point and leads Lincoln 38-7 late in the fourth quarter.
We'll have highlights from Harrisburg, Sturgis, T, and Hartford next. We'll be right back.
You're watching the Kettleland Sports Zone.
Go Warriors! You're watching the Kettleland Sports Zone.
Harrisburg suffered a 14-point shutout loss at current number 1 Huron last Friday, slipping to 1-2 on the season. Tonight, the Tigers attempted to get back into the win column against Douglas. Second quarter, Harrisburg leads by a touchdown and adds to the advantage as quarterback Jack Tigan throws a gorgeous ball to the far corner of the end zone where Isaac Brower makes a TD catch. 14-0 Tigers. Minutes later, Harrisburg is back on the attack as Tigan pitches to Jacob Just, and the senior dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Tigers by 21. More from the home team as Tigan tosses near side to Michael Hyberson, who dodges 3 Patriots and makes a 22-yard journey to the end zone for the touchdown. 28-0 Tigers, and a full house in Harrisburg enjoying the contest on this Friday. Ahead of the final minute of the half, Harrisburg at midfield. Tigan throws a rocket to Jay Rowart, who picks up a block and goes 50 yards for the touchdown. Tigers by 34 at the break. Harrisburg beats Douglas 48-0. Pair of 1 and 2 teams met in Sturgis as the Scoopers hosted St. Thomas More. Opening half, Sturgis picks up a big chunk of yards. Gavin West fakes a handoff, avoids a tackler, turns the corner and motors down the sideline 42 yards, but the drive ended with a missed field goal. More from the home team as West gives to Cedric Stabber, who busts through the line and goes 25 yards for the first down. The drive continues. Moments later, the Scoopers give to Justin Burnham, and the junior back motors 42 yards to the far side of the field for the touchdown. Sturgis led this 14-0 at halftime and picks up the win 33-20. St. Thomas More did put up a couple of late touchdowns, but the Scoopers victorious.
A top 5 matchup in Class 11A as T area met Lennox. First quarter, the Titans are driving and Hunter West airs it out. A Lennox defender almost tips the ball, but Trevor Cox reels it in over his shoulder and goes in standing up. 48-yard score, it's 7-0 T. Still in the first, Hunter West fakes the handoff and tosses it to Cade Clayberg, who goes in on his feet for an 11-yard strike. It's 14-0 Titans. Pick it up in the third with the T facing a 3rd and 17. West hands it off to Carter Slykehouse. He cuts for the sideline, fakes the run, but then throws a pass to Clayberg, who beats 2 defenders for a big first down. Next play, T cashes in. Slykehouse takes it outside again, but this time he keeps it, shakes 1 tackle, cuts back inside, and finds the end zone. 20-yard strike. It's 21-3, and the Titans are rolling on homecoming night. T area gets the win 40-15 over Lennox. West Central sought its 2nd straight home win against Dell Rapids. Tyler Lundberg fakes the handoff for the Trojans, but Logan Ellingson strips it away and heads the opposite direction. The Couriers have an early 7-0 advantage. West Central, though, answers right back. From 2 yards out, Brock Haldeman follows his blockers, and he stretches the ball across the goal line at the pylon to tie the game at 7. After that, the Trojans explode. This time, Haldeman hands off to Dylan Waxdahl. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he finds his way into the end zone for 6. West Central leads 14-7. Ensuing Dell Rapids possession, Eddie Price is picked up by Aaron Johnson, who shoots the gap and takes it to the house for the pick 6. The Trojans led 21-7 at that point and never looked back as West Central rolls to the win 42-14.
A pair of undefeated 9-man teams met in Oneida. We'll have the highlights next. We'll be right back.
You're watching SportsZone!
Canton has opened the season with 4 straight wins, including last week's 29-12 win against former #1 Sioux Falls Christian. Tonight, the Seahawks look to remain among the unbeaten against Beresford. On the Watchdogs' opening possession, Brad Christensen overthrows Blake Peterson. It's intercepted by Josh Lane, who fumbles but recovers. Ahead to the second quarter, Canton quarterback Scott Peterson gives to Caden Verley, who slips 1 tackle and scores a 6-yard touchdown. Seahawks lead 7-0. More from the visitors as Peterson rolls right and tosses a 3-yard touchdown pass to the back of the end zone. Zach Richardson add the PAT, and it's 14-0. Late in the first half, Beresford gets on the board as Christensen tosses to Tyler Krupinski, who hits pay dirt, but Canton doubles up Beresford 28-14. After falling at Canton, Sioux Falls Christian attempted to bounce back against Sioux Valley. Late in the first quarter, the Chargers hang 6 points on the board. Parker Nelson falls into the end zone from 4 yards out for the touchdown, and it's 8-0. After recovering a kickoff, Sioux Falls Christian opens the second quarter with a score. Nelson goes 4 yards for the touchdown. Conversion failed, and it's 14-0. Later, facing 4th and 2 inside its own 40, the Cossacks attempt to reverse. Mitchell Goodberry, though, tosses Tate White to the turf. Chargers ball. A few plays later, Dawson Mulder calls his own number and scores a 1-yard touchdown. Add the conversion, 22-0. Sioux Falls Christian picks up a 47-6 win over Sioux Valley.
A pair of 9-man contenders clashed in Oneida as Sully Buttes met Warner. We start in the second quarter. Chargers at the Warner 9-yard line. QB Nick Whitler keeps it himself on the sweep, and he runs it in for the score. Sully Buttes dominating, up 24-0. Warner tries to get some momentum. Ben Fishback looks for Wyatt Larson, who gets two hands under the ball for the 14-yard strike, and the Monarchs are on the board, trailing 24-8. Warner then recovers the ensuing onside kick and capitalizes as Fishback drops back and heaves it to the end zone for Dalen Simon, who hauls in the 20-yard strike. The Monarchs are back in business, down 24-16. But the Chargers would respond. Whitler gives to Mackenzie Weinheimer. He makes one man miss and then brings another with him into the end zone for the 27-yard touchdown. It's 32-16 Sully Buttes as the Chargers beat Warner in a shootout 58-40.
Time to hand out our weekly award, the Touchstone Energy Player of the Week. This week's recipient, Washington running back Tupac Capea. The Warriors standout senior had 170-plus yards and 4 touchdowns, including his school record 50th career touchdown in Washington's 49-12 win against Mitchell. Player of the Week is brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy cooperatives. Together, we are re-energizing rural. The weekend sports schedule and hits and helmets next. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Kettleland Sports Zone. Looking ahead to another busy weekend on the local sports scene. College football coming up on Saturday. Weber State taking on South Dakota out in Ogden, Utah. You can see that matchup on MyUTV and streaming online at Kettleland.com. SDSU is home for the Beef Bowl, taking on Arkansas Pine Bluff at kickoff time 6 o'clock. USF takes on SMSU also at 6, while Dakota Wesleyan an afternoon matchup with Morningside beginning at 1. Sports Calendar is brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Reach your more.
It's time to honor tonight's top plays and playmakers with another edition of Hits and Helmets.
Hits and Helmets brought to you by Avera Orthopedics. Make the move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.
1, 2, 3, 4.